Okay, good old-fashioned divine masculine check-in, clearing. Let's see what these DMs have on their conscious mind about the connection, about you, DFs, on the heart space. What are these masculines feeling in their heart of hearts for you? What are the things they want to manifest at this time? What are the actions they are taking that facilitate that manifestation? What is their biggest challenge? The spirit guided solution for that challenge, and where are things going in the next few weeks? So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. Here we go. Conscious mind, what are these masculines thinking about? Securing this. It's in the bag, I heard. So they're really putting in intuitive intention to understand how to keep the heartache out of this, what that requires, what they've learned, what they can know to be true. In some cases, they're taking stock of the success that they've had here as reflected back to you, the things that you have acknowledged or the fruit that they've seen arise in your connection related to certain things that they've done, where they've gotten positive feedback. What do you need to know, feminines? This is happening in real time right now. So right now, these masculines are becoming aware of this stuff on a deeper level. What is it that they are thinking consciously about the feminine? Oh, I just heard that they need to drop the guard with you, this star. Like, this is a higher calling. You are a shining example of something that has come into their life maybe once in a lifetime. I'm getting this beautiful shooting star imagery of they may miss their chance if they don't open up to this. Interesting. What do the feminines need to know? Pray. Really go deeply within and ask your connection to source to show you your radiance, your worthiness, your gifts, your talents, your righteousness. It's more about you being the person that you know you can be in the highest, feminines, and continuing to align with that version of yourself that is righteous, that does not fall short. So continue embodying that sacred energy in your own right. This is helping your masculine recognize who you are with an undeniable truth here. They are practical realists, I just heard. And so they're not going to go on wishful thinking here. They're only going to come forward when they see it evident for real. For real, for real. Okay, what can we see on the heart space about the connections? Wow, yeah. So they're having an internal tower moment about wanting to offer you love. So something may have triggered them, something may have dawned on them, something may have really impressed on them that they have been getting something wrong. Some code of conduct, some rule or condition or regulation that they thought that they needed to adhere to. It feels like those boundaries are breaking inside of them. You break all my rules, I just heard. I just heard them say this didn't make sense until this. I'm actually just going to pull some clarifiers and see what is this tower moment for the masculines that is making all the difference at this time. The moon in the inverse, something has come to light. Then about what they want, what they actually want. Wow, spiritual. So they've gotten a download, a spiritual understanding. So this is a spiritual level of awareness that they are reaching about love, about the love available here, about what they're ready for, about what they want. Something in a spiritual way has been shown to them. What do the feminines need to know? Just keep surrendering to the fact that you love this person, that their name is written on your heart, that you haven't been given closure. Energetically, you're not feeling like it's closure. Trust that, feminines. Page of Wands, Page of Cups. Those are messages, messengers. In the inverse like that, we also have the Knight of Cups. These are all things going on under the surface, so it can be telepathic, 5D. You may or may not be consciously aware of the exchange of the collaboration that's happening with both shifting in their perspective through the spaciousness that's here, sorting through the themes, sorting through our own personal awarenesses. These are all things that when we pull in that person's energy by utilizing them as a mirror, as an aspect in our process, that's like calling them in, and it's a tandem effort when we do that. It's not woo-woo, it just is the relevance of people in our lives that mean something to us. What is in the heart of hearts consciously for these masculines? Doing the work to close out the cycles of the world and to ascend. So right now they might be doing jobs they don't really love in order to get free from some constraints in their worldly life, their material realm. They're getting spiritual downloads. They're looking at a game-changing readiness to offer love in this connection. They're seeing you as their highest timeline, feminines, and they know what they need to do to keep doing their side of the energy to get where they're going in life and love. But they are, as they're becoming accountable more and more, doing this due diligence, they are getting these downloads. As they get to the markers of consciousness, they are becoming more aware of certain states of consciousness, levels of consciousness that are validating this connection. Well, what can we see for the feminines? Continue to have this inner bravery right now. So there doesn't seem to be a lot of communication from the masculines, and it feels like you're wondering, where did they go consciously? You're meant to have bravery right now because I see a lot going on the masculine side that's validating this connection. What can we see for the manifestations they're consciously wishing for here? Yeah, they consciously know that it is their truth to invest in this. So whatever they're doing behind the scenes, it is a conscious investment in the future of this connection so that they can show up impeccable, ready, willing, able, available to go all in. What are the feminines being guided? Open your heart. Trust the security of what you've already established, what you know to be true, what you feel in the heart space to be true, and stand by it. Sit in that awareness. Be in that understanding. What can we see for the actions these masculines are wishing to take? They're wishing to overcome the heartache. We already saw that in the first. The Three of Swords here goes to the Four of Swords. What was the first card? Yeah, they know that there is a foundation here. They just need to see through the ego about past heartache, about heartache in general, about anything that threatens to disprove love. They need to wish for love more powerfully than the fear of being hurt, of repeating past cycles. They're doing the work to qualify themselves not to continue patterns that contribute to heartache. They want to do the healing. In this card, we've got this red string of fate. So they're seeing the healing as part of the journey. They're wishing to go beyond it. They're wishing to get past the painful part and into the healing. Advice for the feminines: continue putting down the last remaining burden in your karmic life. What can we see for the actions these masculines are taking? Yeah, they want to bring justice to the High Priestess. They know that you know that true love requires an impeccable alignment. And that's the only thing that will do for these masculines to bring to you. They want to bring you ultimate justice because they know you are the one that is sensitive enough to know if it's authentic or not. Feminines, what a high honor that they're not coming forward until they can actually pull the sword out of the stone. What can we see for the advice for the feminines? Wow, we've got the Three of Swords, heartache. So because there isn't communication about these things, and ending the heartache means closure, go to source to understand how to set your healthy boundaries and take total accountability for anything that you've brought into your life that has caused heartache. See your part in that, feminines, and set your standards never to reinitiate that again. So really come into alignment, come into righteousness, let go of spreading yourself too thin, going in prematurely, doing things that go against your better judgment. Clean up your act, feminines, completely, and sustain it to the point where you're truly good on your own and you know your worth. And this is when the union comes in. When you've been accountable and you've straightened your whole life out to prove that you've learned, that you've balanced, that you have reclaimed your power. What can we see for the biggest challenge for the masculines? Still awaiting divine timing before moving forward in the connection. We saw this in the little mini video that I've already uploaded about the masculines knowing that they want to move it forward, but they're working on their self-worth as well. What is the advice for the feminines here? There's the Emperor. It came out again with the Chariot. So just know that your masculine seems to have what it takes to be this Emperor that does drive the Chariot forward, that does say it's go time, that does feel divinely backed here. But they are not feeling like it's time yet, and they want it to be so badly, but they know that there's a little bit more left to go here. What is the solution to this challenge? Yeah, masculines. So this is about being very honest about your feelings and not projecting frustration onto your connection, but owning the feelings. Your feelings are only growing by the day, by the moment. And so being very honest with yourself. Our ego wants to come in and control the situation by saying, oh, there's intensity, I'm going to have to clear the slate to cope. No, you don't have to. You can actually allow the awareness of those feelings that you have, masculines, to validate the feelings themselves, even just to yourself. What is the advice for the feminines? Two of Wands. Stay open. This is uncharted territory. You've never had a relationship like this. So be alert, watch, look, be open, ask for understanding in all things that you are experiencing. What can we see for the near future? Open curiosity and this new beginning. So I'm hearing that they will ask you a question, feminines, and it's going to be very subtle. It's going to be something about what you truly want going forward. Somehow your person is going to gain some information. They're curious about something in particular right now. I'm going to clarify this too. What are the masculines curious about regarding the future from the feminine side? About literally the readiness to move this forward. This can mean that some of them are getting third-party information or seeing something online, or are beginning to be curious about your readiness to move this forward. So they may have known about certain things in your life that prevented this from moving forward. They're anticipating that the time is drawing nearer where you're actually ready to move this forward. And so they're just waiting for that acknowledgement in the energy. This is something that they're going to be getting from higher guidance with the Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant, their own intention. These are energetic hunters. And what is the advice for the feminines? Work on your abandonment wound. Really understand your accountability and what you're manifesting and what you're ready for and what you acknowledge to yourself you're ready for. Eliminate these fear-based worthiness issues, these forsaken sort of abandonment wound things. Know your worth, feminines. Continue that saga of knowing your worth. All right, many blessings. Bye for now.